My name is John Scipione, and first of all, I'd like to thank both of the work groups here for what you've done. I know that it is a lot of work, and we really appreciate it. So first of all, thank you for that service. But now, in my sort of recollection of the charter and the idea behind it, behind having the executive and the council, was that the executive was going to be a very powerful position that can be held accountable, and he would be responsible for doing things like making the contracts and doing those kinds of deals. Where on the other end, on the other side, the legislative piece, which is the 11-member council, the idea, I believe, is that that is sort of a citizens' council, a part-time council, that was hoped to be the balance between the strong executive and to offer that give and take. So I'm glad to hear that your further explanation that they aren't going to have individual staff. But I was a little alarmed when we were talking about sort of this.
Now let me just interject. We're not probably going to recommend that they have individual staff.
Well, I'm saying I hope so, because I don't think that's envisioned in the whole spirit of that. And you would be sort of attacking the idea behind that charter, and then there's going to be legal issues. So I think I think the idea that it was a part-time, that's why it's $45,000, and that it approved the budget. But once that budget is approved, then it's up to the executive and his administration or her administration to do the deals. And if there's problems, then the voters have someone going to be rid of. And finally, I just want to 30 seconds is all I need. Thank you very much. Finally, I just want to bring a message that Peter Lawson-Jones brought to the City Club a few days ago and asked about what advice he would give both to the executive and to the council. To the executive, it was make sure you understand what county government does before you mess with it. And to the council, it was you are 11 people elected from different districts, but don't get into defending your turf. You've got to act as a unified group with the council. Thank you.
I wanted to make a comment in reference to the staffing issue. The charter, and I do not have the language in front of me, but it specifically says that the council has to have a clerk of council, and the council shall decide what staff they need as a whole to allow them to do their jobs. My interpretation of that is that they're supposed to figure out a staff for everybody, not individually. There's also a separate section in the charter that specifically says that no individual member of the council shall have independent budgetary authority over anything. And again, it's not the exact language of the charter, but essentially independent council people are not going to get a budget to spend in their district for things, which also hopefully will lead to a more county-wide view of things rather than a district